Welcome everybody. It is October 12th and it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's sunny outside. I think there's sun shining through the drapes, but I haven't been out there yet. I'm very excited to be sitting down with Vadim from Cravers. He's got a new project that he has rolled out today, and we're going to ask him all kinds of fun questions, and we'll get some community questions going into towards the end here. But Vadim, hit us with it, man. Who are you? What's your background? And we'll start there. How about that?
Hey guys, yeah, Dean here, and I actually have one more joining here in a second. JP, you know what, guys? There is a call that's happening right now for the token, which is really important. Give me 1 second.
You're good, man. You're good. I might create a stage, actually. You know what? I'm going to create a stage for this. That way we can move to a stage so I can invite people up and it'll look a little cleaner. So take your call, and I'm going to switch this up real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so we're going to...
What means is that somebody's going to... Oh, okay, so they need TS hashes. Okay,
no worries, and we'll start this over again, because here we'll go: bullish, bull, super bull, friends and family, and partners. All right, I'm gonna make a stage, everyone. Let's go move over to the stage. Let me see. I gotta start the stage. Cravers stage. Where are you? It's right here. All right, start the stage. I'm going over there. Cravers. Start stage. All right, cool. Oh, I can't show my lovely self though. That sucks. Here, I'm gonna bring everyone down. I have God powers. All right. The only thing is you can't share your thing. See, Discord sucks with that, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll wait for Vadim to join back and we'll get it going. I'm trying to drag Ariana down here. All right. So if y'all here to speak with Vadim, go ahead and raise your hand and I'll bring you on up on stage. Here, Vadim's in the wrong place. Let me drag him down. Ariana's in the wrong place. Here, I'm just going to end the other one here. End event. All right, cool. So people just join this one. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Wait, speak on stage. There we go. Okay, so is it you, Geppetto, that's coming?
I'm here, and we're waiting on Vadim is up there. He is.
All right. Hold on. Let me just edit something real quick. Permissions. I think stage moderators. All right, I gave everybody the role to come up and do whatever they want. So hold on 1 second. Stage moderators. Okay, not a private channel. Okay, that should fix it. So let's start again, all right? Let's start again. We won't get to see your beautiful face, Vadim, but it's okay. All right, so let's kick this off. All right, guys, welcome. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon on October 12th. We are here with the creators, Cryptonairz. They have a new project that just launched today, and we're going to get in and talk with them about it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get Vadim to introduce himself and his background, and then we'll get to Geppetto.
Yeah, sure. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you, brother. Go for it.
Great. Okay. Hey guys. So my name is Vid. I'm the lead developer on the Cryptonairz team, and so my background is the Department of Defense, specifically the U.S. Air Force. Majority of my time has been spent within the acquisitions career field, but I do have some operational background as well. So majority of my time, I'm an electrical engineer by trade, and I do a lot of different acquisitions type of stuff. However, I do love to do some coding and get into some technical stuff. In order to do that, I get involved in crypto and just programming in Solidity and all these other different languages, JavaScript, all sorts of stuff. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Geppetto. If you guys have any questions about my background, feel free to ask.
All right, Big Geppetto, what's going on? Talk to us.
Hey guys. Hey, I'm JP Ivy. I'm also Air Force as well with Vadim, still active duty. I am a project manager by trade. In the Air Force, I'm an intelligence officer, but I fill the role of a project manager currently for software development as my full-time job. So I lead teams of developers developing software that gets put on an aircraft. That's my day job. Vadim got me pulled over into this crypto craziness, and it's been a blast ever since we've got into it. I think you guys hosted us for our original AMA with you guys, the Bear token, a couple months ago. So really happy to be back with you today for Zombear. Very excited.
Fantastic, guys. So before we get into Zombear, and maybe we need to get a refresher on the Bear token for the people that weren't in that AMA, talk to us about what Cryptonairz is, right? This is your community. This is your team. What is Cryptonairz so people can identify who you guys are?
For sure. The Cryptonairz is a team. It was a partnership of 4 people. It is Vadim, myself. We have Nick Huel, as well as Nick Race, which is Vadim's brother. Vadim's brother's taking a step back for a little while. So it's really just the 3 of us right now as the core team. I'm as the project manager. Vadim's the developer, and Nick is our artist. So between the 3 of us, our artist actually has the most experience in crypto. He's been around since the start. He's in the group right now, but I think he's out somewhere where it's noisy, he said, so he's not going to come up and chat.
Okay.
However, he's the longevity of he provides a lot of strategic guidance for us through the way we run our projects.
He's the Grand Maester, basically. He's been around. He's seen it all, right? He's been around through it all.
He's seen it all, and now he just wants to do artwork, and he's amazing at it. So
beautiful, beautiful. All right, and then how many projects has Crypto Cravers created, or Zombear is what, the third or fourth project that you guys have created, or is there more?
So Zombear is the fourth project in the bear ecosystem. I can take you a little farther back when we originally hooked up with the Cryptonairz, when we were doing our V Reality launch, which was a pre-sale. That one never actually made it through pre-sale, but it was a good learning experience for us. And then our second team project was the bear token, which we took pretty high. We got to 650,000 market. So the thing is about our project is, like, we're all about treasury tokens. We want to give utility. We play around a lot in Binance, and there's so many just crappy tokens out there with no utility. They're all meme tokens, but we wanted to do something different, and that's how we came up with the bear token, right? So the bear token is a treasury program. Basically, the taxes feed this treasury, and then every month we invest in the market. So our treasury currently holds tokens like Avalanche Chain. I think we got some Cardano, we got Polygon, we got a whole smorgasbord of tokens in our treasury for the bear token. And we're buying them now at rock bottom prices. And the whole concept is, if we stick together as a team and continue to build this treasury over the next year, potentially longer, all decided by the community, we're going to watch that treasury grow. And then at the very end of the project, and I say end for a reason, is at the end, we're going to actually pull liquidity, add all that money to our treasury, and then give it all back to all the holders proportionally based on their holdings.
I love that.
So that's the whole concept. Go ahead.
I love that.
I'm actually going to bring up the D app it's in process, but I can show it to you guys. I can't handle a lot of traffic. Also, JP, you got those 2 TX hashes.
I don't think we can. We can't share video on this because we moved to a stage because it's a little bit easier to talk to this instead of having people come in and mute. So, any links, just give them to me and I'll post them in the community for the members, and we can take a look. But let's get back to, you're talking about the bear token, and you guys are buying tokens at rock bottom. I heard some discrepancies there, man. I didn't hear any XRP. I didn't hear any Constellation DAG. I feel a little bit of fit. Do we not ISO tokens? What's going on there, guys?
So XRP we avoided because of the litigation with Ripple. We had a couple of guidelines that we wanted to stick by. We looked at the tokens we invest in at a couple different angles, and one of them was, if they're currently under litigation, we weren't going to invest in them. So that was XRP right off the bat. We like it, Ripple's cool and all that, but we didn't really want to put it into anything that posed too much of a risk for us.
I respect that.
There was a little more to it than that. I personally am invested in XRP, and I wholeheartedly promote it. And I've been trying to get JP to jump on board. However, the issue that we ran into, and was the kill shot for that, was we were originally planning bear token to go for 12 to 18 months. And the way we were at the time of launch, which was in July, we were looking at XRP and we were saying, okay, so when is this litigation
gonna end? Yeah.
And it was like, okay, because really what we're aiming for is just the business model, right? We're looking at the fact that, is the juice going to be worth the squeeze in 12 to 18 months when Bear Token project ends? And that way all of our investors get a fat airdrop of BUSD into their wallets. And the answer to that question, unfortunately, was no.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's why we didn't go with XRP. I'm still pushing JP because it looks like Bear Token, honestly, is probably going to extend past 18 months is what it's looking, because of this just...
the way the market and stuff. I hear you. I don't like to give people too much shit, but I had to speak up for my most passionate project. I have to do that.
100%, brother.
And DAG,
the
reason for DAG is because we're keeping everything within Binance, and for whatever reason, there is not a Binance peg for DAG.
Gotcha.
So we want all our funds. We keep them all in a Genosis safe multi-signature wallet for security reasons. And we just did not want to go outside of the blockchain to invest in something else. We wanted it all transparent.
You guys got a plan. You stick to the plan. I respect it. No worries. So fast forward, right? What is Zombear? Right? It's zombie bear, right? There's a picture of a really cool bear. It looks like a zombie. What is the idea behind Zombear, and what is Zombear?
Okay, I'll take you back 2 months prior to Zombear, back in August, and one of our fans, his name's Chase Franz, he goes by Chach in our group. We actually brought him onto the team to do some marketing for us. Regardless, he came to us with an idea that after the original bear token was about 30 days old. And he wanted to launch basically a baby token, which the taxes from that token buy up the original token, blah, blah, blah. It was a fad thing on BSC. You probably see him a lot. You baby this, baby that. Anyways, so he launched a project called Ursa Moon. We kind of gave him the green light to do it because we weren't really sure how it would pop off and how much support it would get. And it did really well. It was a great concept. It put some action into the bear token chart. It was a good project for him. And then so the next month, we did Bear Cub. And excuse me, when I say the next month, basically, the idea was it's a treasury token just like the bear token, except for it only lasts 30 days. Because in BSC, obviously, with a lot of these smaller tokens, you get a lot of hype, a lot of dip, a lot of hype, a lot of dip, right? So we figured we could just model after that based on how BSC operates with the whole degen launch thing. And if we shrunk that treasury down to 30 days, it would be a lot of action and excitement, a lot of exposure for our team, a lot of trust building in the community to show the community that we're offering safe projects that aren't going to get rugged. And so that was Ursa Moon. Then we did Bear Cub the next month, and now we're on Zombear. So Bear Cub was a success. Bear Cub got to 45,000 AF, which is small. But at the end of the day, at the end of those 30 days, it actually added, I think, about $1,500 into the bear treasury, which is a small change, right? But we're learning and we're growing. And now we got Zombear out there this month. Zombear broke 45,000 rather quickly. I think we're around 60,000 right now, and we're just a few hours into the project. Really happy to have gotten an AMA with you guys early on, because I think this one's got a lot of potential. We've made a lot of networks over the past months, over the past project, and a lot of people are excited and ready to join in with a safe project. A lot of these Binance projects, they're always a gamble, but we like to think that at least these projects are safe. And if you're holding on to it, you're gonna get rewards at the end of it based on the treasure dispersal. And that's the whole idea. It's a safe, fun play.
Okay, fair enough. So when does Zombear go back into the ground? When does it die? Is it to the end of the month, or does it disappear on Halloween? What is the timeline on Zombear?
So the original timeline, we scheduled the LP lock for October 31st, just because of the theme of the token. Of course, if it takes off and it's really successful, everything for us is about transparency and about the community. So if we get towards the end of the month and we're still flying high and everybody wants to keep doing it, then we'll just keep going. There's no reason to stop at that point. But at the end of the day, when we do lose that momentum and some of that, that's going to be the time when we pull the LP and distribute it to everybody.
Fair enough. And then, guys, just for full disclosure, since Beam's been a valued member in our community, and I think so is Geppetto, they came to me a couple days ago. They asked me if I would send a BNB to the marketing wallet, and I'm holding some, was it 10,000 tokens in one of the wallets that I'm just going to hold on to through the whole cycle of the project. I'm not going to sell those tokens, but I just wanted to be fully transparent, guys. I did go ahead and send them some money to help support their project. And if anyone came out with a project, I would do something very similar. But I just want you to know I have a bag that on the side that I might buy and sell depending how crazy this could get, and then I have a bag that I'm just going to hold through the project, and that's just going to stay where it is. Just full transparency from Sensei. I like to be transparent. But walk us through now the taxes, right? How is this working? So somebody comes in, they want to buy some Zombear from PancakeSwap. There's a buy and sell tax, right? Walk us through what the taxes look like and how much of those taxes go to the treasury for the end event.
For sure. So it is a somewhat of a higher tax token. For BSC, I don't think it's too high, but for most plays, it's pretty high. So it's a 12-12. It's 2% marketing, 2% LP, and then the other 8% all goes into the treasury. So that treasury is growing pretty quick. Actually, we're calling it a hoard this time around because of zombies and stuff.
I love it.
But I think the hoard has over 6 beans in it already, like I said, just after a few hours. So it's pretty crazy.
All right, I have to ask this, guys. So in November, is it like a turkey bear, and then December is Santa Bear token? Are we gonna rock some new projects in November and in December?
We're gonna see. I don't want to. The whole concept behind these is they're stealth launches. We want to keep some secrecy behind it. But I will say that I think November probably isn't gonna have a launch because we have a lot of stuff going on. My developer is having a baby actually in a few weeks, so Vadim is gonna be busy for a little bit.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you just fine, brother. We got you.
Yeah, we're getting ready to have a girl.
Congratulations. What, did we pick out a name?
It's going to be Ella.
Oh, I like it, man. That's a fantastic name. It's like a princess name, right? Princess Ella.
Exactly.
So the average investor, and obviously we're not here to give financial advice, but I know since it's your guys' project and you guys have put a lot of time into this, for the average investor, what is the strategy for them? Is it to hold the tokens to the end to try to get some of that treasury money? Is it buy and sell with the wins and the way things go? What would you suggest, guys?
It's difficult to say. So what I like to say about our tokens is it's everybody plays, everybody wins. It just depends on the style of investors you are. If you like to play a chart, if you like to watch the chart, buy, sell, whatever, that's fine. Make a dollar. That's good. That's good for everybody because those transactions are also feeding the treasury for those investors who like to sit back and join a community and watch the chart long term and watch the steady growth and then collect the rewards at the end. Depending on, it's really hard to say, Sense. You just know how these charts work. We're at 50,000 right now. We're, what are we, 4 hours in, 5 hours in? 5 hours in now. Sorry, time's flying when I'm sitting here in front of my computer all day.
Worries, man.
But yeah, so if you bought into the start, I know some people have already taken profits. I know some people have already bought back in because they were like, oh goodness, I took profits too soon. I'm just going to buy again. So it really depends. I can't advise your strategy on how you do it. But what I do know is it's safe. So if you buy now and you just sit on it, it's going to do two things. It's going to hold the floor and make the market cap go higher and show the world that there's stability in this project and that the people believe in it and add to the potential of that exponential market cap increase. And then at the end, if for whatever reason all that didn't work and we didn't fly so high, you're still going to get treasury rewards at the end. And the calculation of is that treasury rewards going to be equal to what you paid for the token? I can't calculate that because obviously there's so many variables there.
I got you.
But it is a safe play. You're not going to lose all your money. That's the whole point here. It's a safe gamble, if that makes any sense.
I don't think the words safe and gamble ever go together, but I like what you're saying. Go for it, Vadim. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So I'll give you guys a little background, right? So for numbers' sake, here's what we got. Ursa Moon, which is a fan project that wasn't a official Crypto Cravers project at the time, went to $16,000 market cap. And it was also $2 million or 2 million token mint. It was 12,000 tokens per bag, and people got $70 per bag. Okay, so Bear Cub, which was the first official surrogate project of the Crypto Cravers, went to $45,000 market cap. Right, that one went to, you could only hold 8,000 in a bag, and that got you $40. So if you actually had the full 20, you're over double, okay, what you made on the original.
Okay.
This one has already went to $65,000 for market cap. That's where we were last time I checked. And the treasury has already outgrown the last project by more than 20%.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are we going to market this project to the broader crypto Twitter or other communities? Cryptonairz is a very passionate community of solid crypto investors. They got in. What other communities are we looking at that might come in and help pump up this bear to just scary levels, right? Or I'm trying to do a play on Halloween, but that didn't work.
I love it.
Sorry.
A couple things here. So we do mostly everything on Telegram. I know Cryptonairz is all Discord based.
Yeah.
But we're in multiple groups. We have a lot of support. We have different, I'm just going to name a few groups that you may have heard of. We have Fudox behind us. We have Seek behind us. What's the other one? The Popaverse behind us. So groups that trust our projects and know us. We got our audit for free they love our project, so they audit us every single time and put that out there for us. Stuff like that. And for us, it's all about building relationships in these different communities. So that's where some of the traffic is coming from right now, because everybody's excited when they see one of our launches, and we love that. Expanding outside of that, we are doing the traditional BSC kind of caller situations just to get a lot of traffic and volume, because at the end of the day, this is a treasury token and taxes build that treasury. So volume is incredibly important, especially at the early stages, because if we don't build a strong foundation for that treasury, then it just all goes kaput. So moving forward from there, we're starting out with this AMA here with you guys. We have got in contact with some other groups for AMAs because we like to share the message. In BSC, there's two kinds of marketing basically for these types of tokens, calls and AMAs. Calls are only so good. It doesn't really share the message. People blind buy and don't really know anything about the project. But in the AMA, you get to tell a story. You get to tell them why it makes sense. And that's what we like to do. So that's where the heavy part of our marketing comes from, is AMAs, sharing the message, group by group, a couple hours a day, just talking to people, and people jump on board. And it worked great for the Bear token for the original project. And as we continue getting more and more contacts and more and more people start trusting us, and that's where we go.
How many tokens is the total supply? It's 2 million, but some are burnt, or you guys are, walk us through the tokenomics part of it. Yeah.
For sure. So there's 2 million tokens. There is by the end of the project, like over half of them will be burnt, because at the end, when the treasury is dispersed, the tokens left in the contract we burn them. We're not going to take any treasury dispersal for those unclaimed tokens. It doesn't make any sense. The way the team makes money is we hold the team is going to get 5% of the final treasury. That's how we pay ourselves. It keeps us honest. We only get paid as successful as the token does. And that's the same way the bear token, the original project, was as well. And then we have a large portion of supply. Can you give the exact number of the Vadim? You did actually the lock. I think it was 800,000 tokens got locked away in a Unicrypt locker. And the reason we do that specifically is it causes a little more volatility in the chart at the beginning. So if we lock away those tokens and it looks like, and the automated market maker on PancakeSwap believes those tokens are held by somebody, it drives the price fluctuations a little bit more, adds excitement, and adds more to the treasury at the end of the day. And that's the whole point here. I won't want to say manipulating the system, but taking advantage of the way it works to make it a more successful project. So we lock those tokens away, and then at the end of the project, we burn them. They don't belong to anybody. And then, like I said, the final distribution based on the treasury and the LP will actually be delivered to roughly between 40 and 50% is my guesstimate of the actual holders. That's what it was for Bear Cub. Do you have the final percentage of holders? I think it was around 40% for Bear Cub.
So it was 650,000 out of the 2 million that we distributed.
Okay. So it was 34%, 33%, something like that.
1.35 million essentially just got left. So bottom line, guys, we're distributing to actual token holders, right? That is what happens. So whatever is left in the contract, whatever is left in whatever locker, consider it burned. And that's how we do it. The only exception to that is the 2.5% that's got pulled out as a team fee, basically, for putting in this hard work. That's basically what we're doing there.
I got you guys.
Besides,
yep. And it's not 5% of the supply, it's 5% of the reward. So it's actually 2.5% of the supply.
It would be incredible if this thing went to $2 million market cap, because it would be at like $1, right? It would have to get close to something like that, wouldn't it?
That would be great.
That would be nuts, man. Spending like $20 for 10,000 tokens, and then you just, oh man, that'd be cool. No, I mean, I like what you guys are doing. I feel the reason we brought you guys in is valued members of the community for a long time. We trust you guys. You guys have put on solid projects before, and these aren't your layer one Cardanos, but these are fun projects just to get involved and risk a smaller amount of money and just to be able to participate and support each other. What is the vision past Zombear with Crypto Cravers? Are you guys going to ever try to develop a project that, you know, will be around for the test of time or have unique utility in the market? Or are you guys pushing that way, or are you guys just going with the waves right now?
We definitely are. The Bear token, that is our thing. It's the Bear token. The utility of the Bear token and these baby projects that support it is just something to keep the community engaged and excited and always offering something to the community. And everything in the end benefits the Bear token. That's kind of the whole point. And so, yes, we have other ideas on the table. The thing about us is we really like Binance. And now that the merge happened and everything, it's really cool, low taxes, but we really like the Binance chain. We just love operating on it. So we have lots of ideas. We like providing utility and value to Binance, and we want to continue operating. And we've discussed a few other chains as well operating on. But as far as projects go, we have a few ideas. We have an idea based around staking. And we have an idea based around our original idea that we did with V Reality. We were developing an application for like an iOS application, basically to be able to bring a mall, say, under one currency where all their stores could operate under if they so choose, something like that. We have a few different visions that we've talked through in the past, but we've been so caught up with Bear over the last few months, it's hard to expand to get those other things rolling. Vadim is actually going through a pretty cool program that the Air Force is actually putting him through for blockchain development over the next several months. After he has his baby, he's going off to Georgia Tech to do a boot camp for blockchain development.
That's awesome, man. Free education.
JP. Yeah, It's not blockchain specific. It's a full stack course. It's a boot camp. It's 60 hours a week, and it's for 3 months. So So it's going to be basically all hands on deck, working to try to improve our knowledge. And in general, the whole team, I'm sure you can imagine, we're learning a ton throughout this experience, because launch after launch and just networking and getting a reputation and learning the ropes of all this stuff. Everybody, JP, myself, one of my junior developers, and just in general, just everyone is learning a ton. And I think that's important to mention because, yeah, like when you start talking layer one, that's exactly where we're headed, right? We're gaining that experience right now because honestly, that is my goal as a developer, is to eventually put together a layer and make it some sort of utility that's going to outdo a lot of what's in the space, a lot of the competition. We're watching closely. The idea of Bear came from the fact that we watched these utility tokens that said, okay, we're a rewards token, but mathematically it wasn't sustainable, right? You can't offer 1,000% APY to somebody if you're not getting it from anywhere but the investors. That's impossible. The math doesn't work there. JP, that was something we capitalized on, right? We took the whole idea of the rewards token idea and said, okay, so how do we make this feasible? So we're doing the same thing, watching layer ones and watching how things work. A lot having to do with right now, there's a huge problem in BSC with front running and snipers and different issues that drain liquidity out of different projects. And to solve an issue like that would be huge. That'd be big gains for everybody. So something to think about there.
Beautiful. And you know what, guys, let me open it up to the audience. If anyone has a question for the Crypto Cravers team, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll bring you up on stage. In the meantime, being an American company launching blockchain projects, what do you guys think of regulation? Are you guys worried about that affecting the Bear token here in the next 6 to 12 months? You know, what are your thoughts?
It's a good question. JP, you want to take this one?
JP's
I don't like regulation. I think that's like the bottom line here.
Yeah.
I think it can have an effect for everybody, and that's not unique to us. I think that's unique to everybody who loves crypto. You look at some other countries. I've had these discussions with people. You always get into these little debates with people. I talked to a guy from Australia, and they're very regulated over there with crypto, and he argues that it's an amazing thing for them. It's more available. It's all this and all that. I don't like the idea of it. I think it makes sense to keep it as an alternative type of currency. I don't know. My thoughts aren't well formed. I'm just for those guys that are just like, government, stay away. Let me do my thing. Vadim probably has more polished thoughts on it.
Yeah, talking about the Howey test and a lot of this other information. So we didn't fundraise or try to raise funds for a company.
Yeah.
And I don't get into the specifics. This is a standalone project. Crypto Cravers themselves is not in any way really, it is tied, but it's not tied to the project, and it's not tied financially is what I'm going to say. So when it comes to all of that, looking at the entire model of it, that's pretty much what it comes down to, is essentially I'm looking at the regulations that are out there, looking at what's happening. It's very discombobulated, to say the least. There's very little guidance on what we should do, because if we had the guidance, we would follow it 100%. We just have not crossed that bridge yet. No one has presented to us a case as saying, hey, you guys need to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where we're sitting at. As soon as we get that guidance, I think that's going to happen. But there's just so much unknown when you're looking at registering with the SEC and following the Securities Act of 1933. I personally look at this whole model and I do not consider it a security, right? Because we didn't raise any funds for any company. I don't know. That's where we're sitting at right now, and we're willing and going to take steps forward if they present themselves to us.
Fair enough, guys. Fair enough. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead and raise your hand and I'll bring you up. Is there anything else besides what we've talked about you guys think is important that people know about either the Bear token or Zombear?
Cool. Did want to mention the NFTs, guys. There are NFTs.
There you go.
Sick Zombear NFTs that are feeding the treasury as well. If you guys want to grab one, that's cool. They're absolutely incredible. So take a look. I think Sensei will share it. It's the Papa is where we're selling.
They're hosted on the Papaverse boutique. There's 20 different Zombears, if you will, 5 mints of each. You buy it from a mystery box and you get one of the 20. I'm going to do some giveaways directly for, like, I'm going to spin a wheel basically and do a giveaway for, if you hold this Zombear, you get the prize, something like that. But the way the tokenomics work for the NFTs themselves, again, everything we do has utility, right? So the NFT not only feeds the treasury, and feeds giveaways, but it also, that NFT holding it is backed by the bear token itself, the original bear token. So at the end of the bear token project, if you hold one of those NFTs, you'll get airdropped 10,000 bear tokens, which will be basically a key to unlocking the treasury at the end of the project. We don't, just like everything else, we don't like just stupid tokens. We don't like meme coins. We have to have utility. So when we release an NFT, it's the same way. It's got to mean something more than just a picture. So that's what it is. And another cool feature about it too, somebody asked me the other day, the use of AI technology on the blockchain, like how people are going to start incorporating it. And I know it's not a super technical way to incorporate it, but our NFTs are actually AI generations. So our team member, Dean's brother, actually is really into AI generations. And he basically, I don't know exactly how it works, but he describes very distinctly what a zombie bear looks like. And the computer gives it to him. And it's pretty cool. So if you have a chance to check it out, I think I can drop the GIF right into...
No, there's no chat because this is a stage. It's not the usual place that we do it. But if just send it to me, or Vadim can post it in Super Bowl and I'll put it in the announcements for the community so they know. And
okay.
Yeah, if they want to access it. Last call for any questions from the community. I think you guys did such a good job at answering. And it's really not a super complicated project, right? It's very simple on the surface. But man, thank you, JP and Vadim. I wish you guys the best in your progression of bears in the bear project and the bear token. And it'd be really funny to see Santa Bear in December. I'm going to be looking out for. But thank you, gentlemen, very much. And if you have anything you guys want to say in closing, please go ahead and say it now.
All right, sounds great. So like I said, everything we do is in Discord for this project, or excuse me, not in Discord, it's in Telegram for this project. I know some people have an aversion to it, but it is at Zombear Token, and that's how you get to our project on Telegram. And all the information's in there. We're going to be sitting in VC and answering more questions for the rest of the night. We also have music going on. It's a fun time. So come over and join us. Lots of plans. It's not over. This isn't a one-day pump and dump project. We are pushing it for several days. It's gonna keep going. So don't be afraid to jump on in. And we're all there to answer questions and to support each other. That's what I got to say. Thank you so much for hosting us, Sensei. It's lovely to talk to you again. And yep, that's it.
My pleasure. Vadim, anything you'd like to say in closing, my friend?
No, I'm having my mic cut out. All good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate the Cryptonairz community. You guys are absolutely amazing. I follow a lot of the stuff Sensei puts out. He's a great man with a lot of knowledge. I'm really looking forward to a lot of your upcoming partnerships and continued to work together. We'll continue to share whatever we think is a safe, fun play for you guys as we continue moving forward. I'll try to advise Sensei the best I can on that. And yeah, we'll just keep moving this thing forward and enjoying some crypto, even in this crazy bear market that we're in. Yeah, that's all I got.
I appreciate that, guys. JP, Vadim, thank you guys so much. And the audience, thank you guys for listening. Any questions, go ahead and head over to their Telegram or just ask Vadim here in the chat, just at Vadim, and we'll get questions answered. So thank you, gentlemen, so much. You guys have a wonderful day and keep doing what you're doing. We need more safe, educated, mannered builders like your guys' self, people that we can actually trust and rely on to make solid projects going forward. So just thank you, gentlemen, and you guys have a wonderful day and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys. All right. That was